Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in August, Kat and I competed in Sinisa Regionals. I'd also just quickly like to say that if you hear any background noises, it'll either be the wind because the wind is blowing through my entire room, or it will be my dogs who are currently playing in my room and making a bit of a noise. So anyway, onto the video. So our first class was performance riding. I didn't get as much of a warm-up as I would have liked because Kat had some boxing issues once again. It took us a while to get it in the box, like last time. So we got there a bit later than I'd hoped, and then we also had to finish up her plats and everything like that. But then the judge was like 20 minutes late, but I didn't know she was going to be so late. So I was waiting at the fence with the other guy in my class, and we were just standing there for a good 15-20 minutes because the judge just wasn't there. So yeah, that was quite fun. So here is a little bit of our go around. If I'm being honest, we've done much better showing rounds before. The go around wasn't like bad, but especially our test, I don't know, Kat just felt a bit tense and like looking along that side where we are now. I don't know why, but yeah. It didn't look like she was looking, but it felt like she was looking. So our test didn't feel as good as it could have been. But we still came home with a win in our first Sinisa Regionals, which was so cool. So this is our test, just a simple show riding test that you would do. And then I've also added some little videos that my sister got from my phone from another angle. A little bit after that was in-hand utility, and it didn't go as planned because Kat decided she does not feel like trotting. So yeah, I don't know. This day we kind of just had problem with the barrels, like in general. You'll see in the working writing as well. Like she just said, no, I'm not trotting. But after this, the test was good. So it was the first time that we didn't win the in-hand utility. And I was like, wow, when it like really mattered. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't really care much for this class anyway. So not like I'm going to exactly need it, I suppose, in the future. I don't know. But you see here, she was good, nice and responsive for the rain back. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of our in-hand class. She also managed to trip over a pole on the ground. So I don't really know what to say. But anyway, at least we ended off with a nice little square halt and salute. This first day was just full of showing classes. So up next was our working hunter. I was rather nervous for this class, I won't lie. There were so many like falls and eliminations that I'd seen in just like 20 minutes of watching while I was warming up. So I don't know, it doesn't always put you in the best state of mind before going in. So I was like, you know what, we're just going for a clear. I took the scenic route around the arena, showed Kat all the jumps in our little canter before number 1, which I didn't add in because it's just a bit long. So I didn't open her up as much as like I could have, but I was just aiming to get around the whole course. We had one little moment where I don't know what she looked at. It could have been like bags on the side of the jump or something, but she like half stopped, but she didn't like full on come to a halt, so it didn't count as a refusal, and it was too far away from the jump anyway. It's right over there. So yeah, other than that, she was amazing. It was really fun. We also ended up coming second in this, which I was like, yes. Finally got a clear and a good placing, which I was very happy with.
Yeah.
We had a bit of an interesting lap of honour there. I think the horse behind us just got a little too close for Kat's liking. Anyway, it's like right after that class was our working riding, and like I said, we had a bit of an issue with the barrels, which are actually bins. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. She was having a bit of a moment, so I was like, it's okay. You just calm your brain. We're just gonna ride you through it. It's okay, We were the only ones in my class, so we literally just had to make it round and then we would win. So yeah. But after this, once we left the bins, she made a really, really nice test, which I was very happy with. On to day 2, and our first class was equitation. This is the only clip that I got of the warm-up, which is better than the last 3 shows I've done because I haven't gotten a single video of the warm-up. Anyway, not that it really matters. So we went in, I think we were second or third last in my class to go, and it was the biggest equitation class that we've had in that I've ever done with Kat. So I was like, we're just gonna go in there, get some good marks, because that's all I really wanted. I wanted a clear, and I wanted good marks from the judge, because you want to see that you're doing well, obviously. So part 1 was just enter out, walk, trot the trotting poles on a curve, which was a bit strange, but obviously the judges didn't really mind that, because she didn't trip and fall on her face, so it doesn't really matter. And then canter a circle, jump one jump, and jump the course. I think we just hit a pretty good rhythm going around, because it just felt really smooth. There were a few jumps where we got a little deep into them, but it wasn't anything crazy, it was still a relaxing, chilled ride. So we went clear, oh my word, and then before the last combination, I don't know if it was the angle of the sun or what it was, but Kat kind of spooked at something, and you can't even see it, but for me it felt like this huge stop, and I thought she's going to stop at the jump, but then she chipped in and then chipped in again, which is a bit strange. But anyway, the judges seemed to have liked us because we won this class, which I was so happy with Kat with, because hello, look at how cool she is. She's amazing. So yeah, we won this class, which is very nice. And lastly, our dressage classes. We had a long break between the equitation and dressage. It was a good 4-5 hours. But that's besides the point. I was just thinking, last classes of the weekend has been pretty long. We're just gonna take it chilled. I'm not gonna be too fussy with your head and irritate you to get you in a frame, because I don't know, she just felt like she wanted to camel, like how a camel has its head in the air. She just wanted to bring out her inner camel. The leg yields were non-existent. This is our attempt, but I think I was just kind of aiming for the fence, and if we got there, then we'll get a good 5 out of 10 for the movement. But yeah, apart from her looking a bit like a donkey, she was very nice and relaxed and chilled, and I'd say we were decently accurate, at least. We had some good transitions into canter and stuff, and the first test, which is this one, we managed to win by 1.5% or something, or a percentage. And then the second test, which will come up just now, we came second, and we lost literally by 0.6% or something like that. So it was very close, and I was very happy with Kat, because dressage isn't really our thing. We've just kind of done it because we're gonna be there anyway. We might as well just do an extra little dressage test. I really like how she looked there. The lighting and everything looked cool. So yeah, that was our Sinisa Regionals 2023. And since I'm in matric this year, it's my last ever year of Sinisa. And all I can say is that Kat, sure, maybe she hasn't been easy, but she's really made it fun. And like, she's done so much for me, and I'm very, very happy with her. Like, look at her having a little stretch. She usually does better stretches than that, but it's fine. It's fine.